Hello viewers, I am Deepthi Hans. My topic for today is electric circuit and its components. So first of all, quantity of electric charge. It is the number of charges which drift from a higher potential to a lower potential is known as quantity of electric charge. Basically, it is the total number of charges which flow through a conductor. So, its symbol is capital alphabet Q and SI unit is coulomb, which is represented by alphabet C. Formula is Q is equal to N into E, where N is the number of electrons, because we all know that only electrons can flow, and E is the charge on one electron, whose value is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Next is electric current. Electric current is the rate of flow of charge across a cross section normal to the direction of flow of current. Its symbol is I. Its SI unit is ampere, shown by capital alphabet A. Formula for I, calculation of I is equal to Q upon T. As we have read in the definition that current is the rate of flow of charge. So symbol for charge is Q, and rate means, in physics, rate means divided by time. So the formula becomes I is equal to Q upon T, which is rate of flow of charge. There are two types of current sources named as alternating current, abbreviated as AC, and direct current, abbreviated as DC. For alternating current, magnitude as well as direction both changes with time. For direct current, magnitude as well as direction does not change. The sources for alternating current are mains coming in our homes as well as electric generator. And main sources of DC are cells as well as battery. Cell is a small source of electricity. Basically, chemical reaction in the electrolyte inside the cell develops an excess of electrons on one side known as cathode, which is at negative potential, and deficit of electron on another side, which is known as anode, means positive potential. Difference between these two potential is known as potential difference, which make a cell capable of providing electric current. In definition, we can say potential difference is the work done in bringing a unit positive charge from one conductor to another conductor. So we are relating it with work done. So the symbol for potential difference is V. Its SI unit is volt, represented again by V, and formula for calculating potential difference V is equal to W, which is work done, upon charge, which is Q. So V is equal to W upon Q is the formula for calculation of potential difference. Next is resistance, which is the obstruction or the friction offered to the flow of current when it is passing from a conductor. So symbol for resistance is R, and SI unit for resistance is ohm, written as this, ohm. Formula for calculating of resistance is R is equal to V upon I, where V is this potential difference and I is the current. The path along which current flows is known as electric circuit. Electric circuit has different electrical components connected to a current source. So let us learn few electric components along with their symbols. First of all, conducting wire shown by a straight line made up of copper. Next is resistor shown by a zigzag line. It is the obstruction offered to the flow of current. Next is cell shown by two lines. One is thin and long line, another is thick and short line. This long line represents the positive terminal of the cell and short represent the negative terminal of the cell. Combination of cell is known as battery. Cells may be connected in series, in parallel, as well as combination of both. So this is the positive and this is the negative terminal of the battery. A plug key or a single key is like a switch. When it is open, it means no current is flowing. Its symbol is like this. When current is flowing or the circuit is closed, we make a dot in between. It means this key is closed. We can make a switch also like this. If it is open, this should be like this. When it is closed, this is like this. Bulb is represented by two small parallel lines connected by a spiral. like this, or we can draw a circle. Next is rheostat, which means variable resistance. Its symbol is normal like resistance, and then we can make an arrow or like this. It is used to adjust the flow of current in the circuit. A symbol for ammeter is alphabet A written inside a circle. Ammeter is always connected in series in the circuit. Next is voltmeter, written V inside the circle. Voltmeter is always connected in parallel in the circuit. There are two ways in which electric components in an electric circuit can be connected. One is series and another is parallel. In series combination, whenever resistances are connected in such a way that the positive of one resistor is connected to the negative of another resistor, then the combination is said to be series. Characteristic of series circuit are, because potential difference changes, so current reduces with the increasing number of resistances. Because resistance increases, in a series combination, resistance get added. Suppose the internal resistance of these two bulbs is R1 and R2. So total resistance of this parallel series combination is R1 plus R2. It means it increases in a series combination. Moreover, all the components in this are connected. They work simultaneously. So if one bulb, suppose fuse, or there is some fault in the circuit, then the circuit will not function. Any of its components will not glow. When the resistances are connected in such a way that they are connected to the common positive terminal of the battery and common negative terminal of the battery, then they are said to be in parallel combination. In parallel combination, they work independently. So, the bulb glow with same brightness because the potential difference across the terminals of bulb or resistance is same. So, the brightness remains same in all the components of the circuit. Moreover, if there is a fault, suppose the filament of the bulb get fused or broken, then other bulb will glow with the equal brightness. Moreover, the resistance in the parallel combination reduces. As we increase the number of resistors in a parallel combination, the overall resistance in the circuit reduces because the formula is given by 1 upon R is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 if R1 and R2 is the internal resistance of these two bulbs. In series combination, there is only one path for the current to flow, which means positive of the battery, the current will flow like this and come back like this. So this is a unidirectional flow of current. In parallel combination, you can see there are two distinct paths for the current to flow. One is this and another is this. So there are two paths for the current to flow in a parallel combination, or maybe more than two if other components are also connected in parallel. Moreover, these circuits will function properly if all the materials which we have used in these circuits are of conducting material. So first try to understand what is a conductor. Any material which allow the electricity or current to pass through them are known as conductors. Copper, iron, aluminium, human body, all are conductors. So the circuit will function if the materials used in this circuit are made up of conductors. On the other hand, if any of the material is an insulator. What is an insulator? Any material which does not allow the electric current to pass through them are known as insulators. So, any of the component used is insulators. Suppose instead of conducting wire, we have used a cotton thread. So, the circuit will not function or the bulb will not glow because insulating material will not allow electric current to pass through them. In series combination, you can see this is the position of the battery. The current will flow in one direction. If the circuit is closed or the key is closed, then current will flow first to the position of the first LED, then negative of this is connected to positive of another, then negative of this is connected to positive of another. So the negative terminal of one bulb or LED is connected to the positive of the other. So this is an example of series circuit. In parallel combination, this is the position of the battery and it is connected through a switch to one LED, then through a switch to another LED, then through a switch to another, and then to a fan. So each LED will glow via different path. As you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 different paths for the current to flow. So if any of these LEDs will not function properly, even then circuit will function. I have made this series circuit to make you understand. Here we are using source of current. I have taken a battery, then a switch, then for a load we have connected one LED and one fan. As I make the switch on, or we can say circuit is closed, current starts flowing and all the components in this series circuit work simultaneously because LED is glowing, fan is also rotating. In this parallel circuit, we are using battery as a DC source and this is first path for the current to flow. As we press the switch, this bulb will glow. As we press another switch, this fan will rotate. Both components function independently. So, this is the advantage of a parallel combination. All the components function independently. As we know, there are two types of materials. One are good conductors and others are poor conductors, or you may say insulators. So, if we try a component in a circuit and the circuit is closed, current will flow. So, the component used is a good conductor. Try to understand with the example. Here I have taken a copper wire. If I put this copper wire in the circuit completes and you can see the bulb is glowing. If we are using a material which is not a good conductor, maybe a wood, you can see the circuit is not completed and bulb is not glowing. Similarly, we can use different materials, iron, steel, all are good conductors. So I am using this bolt. So you can see the bulb is glowing brightly. It means circuit is completed and current is flowing in the circuit. But instead of iron or steel or aluminium, if we are using plastic, then the bulb will not glow. So it means the circuit not gets completed. The path along which current flows is called a circuit. When the circuit is closed, you have seen bulb is glowing, fan is rotating, or we can produce sound with the help of a complete circuit also. As you can see in this circuit, as we complete the circuit by using a conducting material, you can hear the sound of this ringing bell. As we all know, impure water is also a good conductor of electricity. As the circuit gets completed with the help of the second electrode, you can see that needle is deflecting. This deflection in the needle indicates that the circuit gets completed through water. So this proves that water is also a good conductor of electricity. Thank you for watching. In my next video, we will talk about series and parallel combination of resistances. If you like my video, please share and comment and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again.